Hi class, so I'm looking at homework for chapter 3 and doing the simulation training. I'm going to show you how I would do these simulation trainings if I were you all. So I'm going to launch all. So I think the best way to learn is by doing, and we have learning aids available to us. So what I would do is, and I'm going to do this for all of the questions here, is hit practice. And this is totally fine for doing the simulations because you're learning.
Go to the Design tab.
So we have some narration and we have the captions, and we also have these red boxes to tell us where to go. So we change themes in design, so we're going to click design.
On the Design tab in the Variants group, select More, select Colors, and then select Green.
So when we are asking for something that's not a defined theme, we're going to go to Variants. And here's our red box, so we're going to click it. And now we're going to click colors, well, highlight colors, and then we're going to go over to where it says office and go to green. Okay, so now it says to try it ourselves, so we'll do that. So change theme colors to green. We went to design. Under variants, we're going to click the button for more variants. We're going to go to colors, hover over it, and then go down to green and click. So that's step 1. So in step 2, we're going to change the font of the presentation. I don't know if you've seen when we did the first exercise, but if we click more, we're going to see we have fonts here. But what I want you to do is use your learning aid. There's also a place where you can read instructions or watch a video.
On the Design tab in the Variants group, select More.
So design,
Point to Fonts, then scroll down and select Trebuchet.
Fonts, and the Trebuchet is the last one on the list. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're in design. We're back over to variants. We hit the more button. We go to fonts and we scroll down to the one that's indicated and we click it. And we're done with step 2. So step 3, from the background styles gallery, apply style 9, first column, third row to all slides in the presentation. Here's something I do that's bad when doing these. I sometimes don't read definitively which column and row they tell us to go to. So we have to be very careful. First column, third row. And so we're going to go to our learning aids and we're going to practice again.
With Slide 1 displayed on the Design tab in the Variants group, select More. Point to Background Styles, and in the third row, select the first style, Style 9, to apply the style to all presentation slides.
Okay, so we have our red box for slide 1. We're back in design. We're back in variants. And now we want to change the background styles, which is our last option. So we did colors and fonts before. We'll probably have effects somewhere during the exercise. Then we click background styles. And I got to move our hint. And we want the first column, third row. Now we have a whitish background. So that's step 3. So step 4, apply the background styles gallery. Well, from the background styles gallery, apply style 9 to all slides. So we're going to do just a little sneak peek. We're going to do design and then reformat background. But like I said, we're going to do our practice first.
With Slide 1 displayed on the Design tab in the Variants group, select More. Point to Background Styles, and in the third row, select the first style, Style 9, to apply the style to all presentation slides.
So we got design, we got format background. Oh, so we're still doing background styles, sorry. The down button, the background styles. Why we're doing 3 again? We just did 3. So we're on slide 1, design, more with variants, background styles, and the first column, third row. Now we got to go to slide 5, and from the background styles gallery, apply third row, column, second row. Back to background styles, third column, second row. And now we've completed that one. So step 4 is hiding a graphic. And we're going to go to this format background tab for this exercise. So let's start that up.
Display slide 2.
Yeah, so we click on slide 2.
On the Design tab in the Customize group, select Format Background.
So we're in design, same as before. We had been in variants, but now we're going to be in format background. So we'll click it.
In the Format Background pane, select the Hide Background Graphics checkbox.
So this format background pops up, and we'll be using it a lot today. So we're going to click Hide Background Graphics. Now we're going to try it for ourselves. Slide 2. Design. Format background. Hide background graphics. Step 5, we're going to format the background fill color of slide 1 with the different colors using our format background pane. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a solid fill with the format background. Here's our aid with our captions.
Select slide 1.
Slide 1.
In the Format Background pane under Fill, select Solid Fill.
I said we're going to do solid fill.
To the right of Color, select Fill Color, and then select the second color, third column.
So we scroll down a little bit to color. Next to the paint bucket, we're going to click for more. And we want the second color, third column, which is highlighted for us. Solid fill. And second color, third column. That's what we've been doing. I don't know why it took 5 times to do it. But here we go. We're still on our format background page. We're on slide 1. We verify we're on slide 1. So the first thing we were told to do is click solid fill and then go to color. And we'd want it second color, third column. And we finished that question. So this time we're going to select more than one slide at a time. And as a little sneak peek, what we do is we go over to the slide sorter and we're going to click on number 2. We're going to hold our shift key and click number 4 to highlight all 3. Then we're going to apply a texture, which is over here in format background. But like I said, I want you to practice and then watch. So I'm going to practice, then
Display
watch.
slide 2. Hold down Shift and select slide 4 to select slides 2, 3, and 4. In the Format Background pane under Fill, select Picture or Texture. To the right of Texture, select Texture, and then select
Okay, so now our turn. So we click on slide 2. Scroll down to slide 4, hold down our shift key, click 4. We're going to go over to picture or texture fill. Next to texture, we're going to click the more button, and we want the 3rd row, 3rd column, newsprint, and we're good. So now we want to hide the background on slide 6. So we're going to be on slide 6. And what we're going to do is click this hide background graphics button. And then we're going to format it with a picture. And we do so by using picture texture fill. Then we're going to choose a picture. So let's do our practice.
Display slide 6. In the Format Background pane, select the Hide Back.
Slide 6. Or format background and hide background graphics. And now we want to apply the image from a folder. Like I said, we're going to go to picture. Under picture source, we're going to go insert. We're going to go from a file. And this Hills picture. And click insert. Now we want to adjust the transparency of the picture. So we're going to scroll down till we see transparency, which is right here. We're going to change it to 10%. Now this time we want to format the title with the second style 4th row. So we're going to click in here. I should be showing you how to do it. Sorry.
On slide 6, select anywhere in the title placeholder. Go to the Shape Format tab.
So where we see my cursor is the shape for the title. We click in it and we click Shape Format. So that shape format doesn't come until we select a object. And then we get
in the Shape Styles group, select the More button, and then in the 4th row, select the second style.
So we go to Shape Styles in our ribbon and expand it for more. Oh, sorry. I was doing the greater Shape Styles. It's a small one. And we want the 4th row, second style. And now we get to try it ourselves. So if we remember, we click anywhere in the title placeholder. We get our shape format. We go to Shape Styles, hit the More button, and we want the 4th row, 2nd style. That question's done. So now we're being told to go to slide 5. We want to reset the background with slide 5. We're going to still do the format background. Let's do our practice.
Display slide 5.
We're already doing that.
At the bottom of the Format Background pane, select Reset Background.
Notice our format background, our reset backgrounds are all the way at the bottom. And so for us to do it ourselves, slide 5, our format background is still open. If it wasn't open, we would go to the ribbon in Design and do Format Background, and we choose Reset Background. And our last step is to close the Format Background pane with the X. So now we want to apply an animation. I think doing animations this early is something I've always had a problem with Pearson, but we'll do it anyway. So notice in our ribbon we have an Animations tab, which we'll be using for this exercise. And we're going to be right here doing the fly in, which would be right here. So we're going to go to slide 3. And we'll click our learning aids and practice, even though I just showed you where it was.
Select the bulleted list placeholder and then go to the Animations tab.
So we're slide 3, bulleted list, to animations.
In the Animation group, select More, and then select Fly In, 3rd column, 1st row under Entrance.
We don't really need to hit the More button, but Pearson is very finicky on how it does its things. So click the More button, and then we choose Fly In. Okay, so slide 3, bulleted list, animations, which is our ribbon item. It wants our More button, and then Fly In. Now we want to change the direction effect option from top. Okay, so we're going to be looking at these effect options, and we're going to be doing from top. Now we're being told on slide 3, select the picture. In the animations group, we want to select More. And we want to go down to More Animation Effects. More Entrance Effects, sorry. And we want the Fade Entrance Animation. So we go down and find Fade, which is under Subtle. And we hit OK. Now on slide 3, we want to apply the fade animation to the title. So we click the title placeholder, and we want the fade animation, which is right there. And we're all set. I know I didn't do the practice for all of the exercises there, but they were all contained in animations. So remember, we have our animation themselves with the More button, with the animation effects. We're going to look at the animation pane, which gives us options like the background options did. So we want to go to slide 3, and I'm going to launch my learning aid. I can close our animation pane. I was just showing it to you. And practice.
On slide 3, with the title placeholder selected on the Animations tab in the Timing group, under Reorder Animation, select Move Earlier.
All right, so we heard all that, and we have the instructions in our hint and in our live caption. So we went to slide 3 already. We want the title placeholder, which we already have selected. Then we're going to do under reorder animation and timing, move earlier.
In the timing group, under reorder animation, select move earlier again.
Okay, so we had to move the title placeholder twice for this one. So we're going to change the animation order. So slide 3 is first. So our first move order moved it to second, and then the second moved it to first. So click our title placeholder with animation still selected. We click move earlier and move earlier one more time. So we're still going to be working with animations in step 11. On slide 3, set the animation applied to the title to start immediately after the slide transition. So slide 3, title and animation, and then we're going to be in transitions here. So practice.
With the title still selected, on the Animations tab in the Timing group, select the Start arrow and select After Previous.
Okay, so it's very small, but it's next to where our Start button is. So we have a menu here. Right now it says On Click, and we have more options with a little more button, and then we want After Previous. Okay, so we on slide 3, we click our title still selected. We go up to the timing group next to start where it's on click. We're going to hit the more button and go to after previous. On slide 3, set the animation applied to the picture to start with the previous animation. So here's a learning aid for it. So this time we want to click the picture, not the title.
On slide 3, select the picture. On the Animations tab in the Timing group,
So we selected the picture. Sorry, messed up your learning there. Practice.
with the title still selected, on the Animations tab in the Timing group, select the Start arrow and select After Previous.
Well, that's what we just did. Uh-oh. I'm just doing the exercise over again. I was doing the wrong one, sorry. So on picture, we go to slide 3, and we're going to do previous. On slide 1, apply the flying animation to the title placeholder. So we have our title placeholder chosen, and we want flying. Did I not get the title placeholder to our learning aid? I think my mouse is acting up.
Display slide 1.
That's what I had to go to slide 1. I got to read directions, son.
With slide 1 displayed, select the title.
Then fly in. So read the instructions, not like Professor Al. So slide 1, currently on slide 3, so we click it. In our title placeholder, we can do fly in. And now we want to do from top, effect options, wrong top. And now we wanted to do after previous. So we're going to go to start and after previous. And we're all set. I'll be pausing the video for a meeting, then I will hop back on. But we want to be on slide 1, and we want to set the duration to a specific time. That's going to be here in duration. Okay, so slide 1 and duration to set 0.75. Click our title placeholder, then 0.75. Sorry, I clicked too far ahead. On slide 1, apply the fade animation to the subtitle. So we click the subtitle, and we want the fade animation. After previous, which was next to our start here, and timing. On slide 1, we want to set the delay, which is in the same timing. So slide 1, delay to 50. Subtitle, sorry. And we're all set. So I'm going to pause here. I don't think you'll notice the pause, but I do have to pause. So I'm back to continue our exercise on PowerPoint 3A and 3B. So we're being told to use the animation painter to apply the same animation effects that are applied to the bulleted list on slide 3. So let's start our learning aid.
Display slide 3.
So we hit slide 3 in our sorter.
Select anywhere in the bulleted list, and then on the Animation tab in the Advanced Animation group, select Animation Painter.
So we got our bulleted list, our animation painter.
In the Thumbnail pane, select slide 4.
Then we're going to go to slide 4.
Click anywhere in the bulleted list on slide 4.
Notice the paintbrush where my cursor is. And now it's the same. So again, animation painter to make the bulleted list on slide 3 be the same as slide 4. So we're going to click slide 3, click inside the bulleted list, go inside the advanced animation to the animation painter. We go to slide 4 and the bulleted list. So the next one was apply the picture to slide 3, and then on slide 4, animation painter, slide 4, the picture. And now on slide 3, we want to remove the animation from the title placeholder. Here's our practice.
Display slide 3.
So we're on slide 3, into our title.
Select.
And now we go to our animations, part of our ribbon, we select more. And then we select anywhere in the title placeholder, which we already did. Top of the gallery, which is right here, we say none to remove the animations. Okay, now we get to do that ourselves. So on slide 3, we click the title, we're in animations, do our more, we do none. And that question's done. On slide 1, we're going to insert a video. So we go to slide 1. And we're going to be using our insert part of our ribbon. So let's launch our video, which will be up in our ribbon. So here we go.
Display slide 1.
There we go.
Go to the Insert tab.
Insert, which we said before.
In the Media group, select Media, select Video, and then select this device.
And then we choose video. You can also do an audio or a screen recording. We choose video. This device. And click the video.
In the Insert Video, select Insert.
And that's all there is to it. So again, when we see that word insert, we always go to insert part of our ribbon. We go out to media. And we want a video. This device. And we're already in the folder it wants us to load from. And we hit insert. And now we want to play the video by hitting play in our control bar. Our next step is to change the height of the video to 1.8. So what we're going to do is click the video, and then our height we can bring to 1.8. And now we want a line center. So our alignments are under arrange, under video format. So we're going to do align and align center. And now we want align middle. So we do the same thing. Align, but we go down to align middle. So that distinctly centers it in that slide. So to center an object in a slide, you do both align center, align middle. We're being told format the video on slide 1 with the drop shadow rectangle video style under subtle. So we click the picture and our video format comes up. And now we want to go to styles, which is this section in here. And I stopped the practices for a few minutes as my hand is starting to hurt me a bit. So we're going to choose the second row last style under subtle. We're going to change the video shape to the second rectangle shape. So with our video format still highlighted, we go to video shape, and we want to choose rectangle, rounded corners, and we've formatted the way the video looks. Use the end time box to trim the video on slide 1 so that it ends at 9.425. So that'll be in our playback portion. And here's where we do all things with playback. We're going to trim video. And we want end time to be 9.425. Okay. We want to compress the video to standard quality and save the presentation.
Go to the File tab. Select Info. On the Info tab, select Compress Media, and then select Standard.
So why we do this? We do this to cut the size of our presentations. Say we had to email this and we did full 1080p, the file size would be very large. So we're going to do standard definition. And it's compressed.
Select Close.
Close.
Select Save.
Okay, so now we get to try. So remember to compress our video, we go to the backstage view, which is our file button. Okay. And then info, and then compress media. And we want it to standard. We're going to close this and hit save. And set the video to start automatically. So playback. Under start, where it says video options, we're going to do automatically. So it looks like we're going to insert a table on slide 2. So we're going to go to slide 2. We have a table placeholder, which is our first option. So we can click it. And we want 3 columns and 2 rows. We want to enter athletics here. We're going to hit tab to go to the next field and type leisure. And so you know, typing and spelling things correctly is something that Pearson will say, nope, you did it wrong too. So we're going to be told to hit tab again, type arts. And we're going to hit tab again. And it automatically fills out for us. So it looks like we're going to insert a row and column into this table. So we started with a 3x2. We want to make it somewhat bigger. So on slide 2, with the insertion point in the last cell, we hit tab. In the first cell of the inserted row, we're going to type youth. And it automatically fills out the rest for us. So now we want to insert a column, which is pretty much the same process in the table. So we're going to put it to the left of our first column. So we click our first column. And we can do insert left. And then we're going to type largest enrollments in our first cell. Okay, so we type that into the second cell of the inserted column, and the rest autofilled. So now we want to type primary market in this last open cell. Now we want to insert a new row above the third row. We put a placeholder here. And we want to insert above. In the first cell, we're going to type average enrollment. And we're all done. So this time, we're still working with that table. It says, size the table so that the lower edge of the table border is aligned with the lower half of the vertical ruler at 2 inches. Okay, so we see our ruler. So we want the lower edge of the table to be aligned with the lower half of the ruler at 2 inches. So these moving and sizing objects and shapes is a tricky thing in Pearson. We'll see with a moving the picture exercise this semester. They're very finicky, so we're going to do the practice. And my hands feel a little better.
With the table selected, point to the bottom center sizing handle, hold down the mouse button, and drag down to align the lower border of the table with the 2-inch mark on the lower half of the vertical ruler. Release the mouse button.
Okay, so what we do is we select the table, we choose the middle pull circle of our object, and we go down to 2 and release. So again, we do that ourselves. We choose the table, we choose our pull, and we go down to 2 on the vertical. Now we're being told to select anywhere in the first table cell and then distribute the rows of the table evenly. So I'm going to click in the first cell. And notice we have options in table design and table layout. So here we go. Learning tools, practice.
Select anywhere in the first cell of the table. On the Layout tab in the Cell Size group, select Distribute Rows.
Okay, so layout in our cell size section. So let's choose the first cell. Let's go to layout. Let's go to distribute rows. Again, we choose our first cell. We get our table design and layout. We choose layout and distribute rows. Select the table and then center the table text within the cells. Here's our practice.
On the Layout tab in the Table group, select Select, and then select Select Table.
Okay, so under layout, we choose select and we choose table. So
On the Layout tab in the Alignment group, select Center.
So layout still chosen. We're in alignment and we choose center. So we're going to see in Word and Excel, center is our middle option, right and left justified or next to it, and then the alignments are right under it. So we do center. So again, we have our table, mouses. We're going to go select table, and then we want to center it with our center button. Now we want to center all the table text vertically within the cells. So we choose our option under the center for center vertically, and we're all set. Hi, Big Mama.
I can't come out here.
Pumpkin?
I'm stuck in my own room.
Well, I finished this. Pause it. Oops.